Hello guys and welcome to a new YouTube video. I haven't been active on YouTube for a while. I've been focusing on my Twitch channel mostly, so you can find me there live almost every day. In today's video we are going to discuss and showcase one of my favorite decks of all time. It's a Rescue Mathmech 60 card pile. This is the deck I created. It's like mix of two archetypes I love the most, and I just thought like that there is no actual harm in putting these two together. So like what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna showcase the combo, how to access your like full endboard, like endboards that this deck can produce. If you don't get max seed or anything, like even if you get max seed, you can still just give your opponents 2 or 3 draws to end on rescue stuff. But if you don't get max seed, you can end on much more. You can end on like 10 plus disruptions with this deck, Omni negates, monster negates, and stuff like that. So for like your combo, you usually wanna open like either a rescue engine, but and like level 4 extender, because the crossover between these two archetypes is that you don't actually need extra deck to play Rescue Ace, and also Airlifter is a level 4 to make Alan version for easier access to your Mathmech Circular. But the thing that like you want the most here is usually the Witch, because the Witch can sometimes, like with maybe one more card, lead you to like accessing both engines. And I'm gonna show you how. So first, like let's say we're gonna pitch Kurikara with this Witch. We're gonna open the combo with that, and then we are going to activate the Witch, add or set our original Sinful Spoils. We can get rid of Witch. First thing you realize here is that like we special summon non-Cybers monster, which means that we are not gonna be able to use Transcotalker. And we summon Hydrant here. So the crucial thing here is that we still have our normal summon, which is why we now add Airlifter here. We normal summon Airlifter. Normal Airlifter is gonna add us emergency, obviously. Now you can, like, the good thing is that Linkuribo is a Cybers monster, so like if you ever wanna get rid of this Hydrant, if you have like an extra Rescue monster here, you can always make a Linkuribo and give yourself another Cybers body to combo later with that. But for now, since we added emergency, we're gonna use emergency, and we're gonna summon the Turbulence right away. Sometimes you don't even need like a level 4 extender. If you open well enough, you can or if you open Turbulence, or if you open Alert or stuff like that, you can always, you know, just make Alan version with 2 Airlifters. So now what we're gonna do is that we are gonna set 4 with Turbulence, because I think this plays around Nib. Which one? Hydrant 2, these 3, and then yeah, this is your 4th summon, so you are kind of safe from, you know, and we're gonna set Alert as well. If we happen to revive our Hydrant, we are gonna be able to use this Alert and maybe end on Preventer as well. One thing you have to like pay attention about is your zoning, actually. So we're gonna summon our level 4 extender. This can be any like level 4 special summon. I play 2 Subtraction, 2 Addition, and 2 Sigmas. So like you can maximize chances to draw it if you don't see your name. If you don't see like if you cannot make it this Alan version with two Airlifters. So now this is where the combo is interesting, because now the main goal is to set up Super Factorial, plus to set up the Mathmech stuff. And since we have Subtraction already, like if you draw Mathmech name, it's good because your terahertz doesn't, you don't even need to make terahertz if you don't want to. So now we can just freely send Diameter and go with this, and to grant more bodies. Like even if you don't have this rescue in hand, you're gonna set it, and you're gonna have a spell trap negate, so you don't die to cold by when you try to rescue your Hydrant back or whatever you want to be able to activate all of these. So now we are gonna trigger circular by using second effect of Alan Version, which allows us to summon Mathmech name from the graveyard or hand, which triggers circular, which is gonna grab us our super factorial here. And as you can see, we already have access to 3 Mathmech names. So from here, it's just standard Mathmech combo, except that you cannot actually go for a Transco Talker anymore. Here we're gonna use Splash Mage revives Circular, Circular goes into Link Decoder, and now this is where it varies from your standard Mathmech combo, because here you would make Transcode into Terahertz, but here we actually make Hitsol with these two to be able to get additional draw. There are no bad draws right now, like we can just draw into more engine or whatever we want basically. So here we do that. We now draw one. It's not an extender, but it's Ash Blossom, which is great. And now we are locked from rescuing this back, which in this case, like when you set this or whatever, like you are either gonna wait for if you don't hard draw this. If you hard draw this, you just do this before you use Splash Mage, because then you are not locked into Cybers. Because now I won't be able to set it, you know. But in unfortunate cases like this, you have to fire this early, which I didn't now, I forgot, but you know, it doesn't matter. So now here, what you're gonna do is like we are going to make terahertz now, because sometimes you're gonna have more bodies, so like you can actually make terahertz plus IP plus already having a name. And now this is going to send us this. So the problem that you might encounter is this: we now can set 3 cards, but like obviously we need space for super factorial. That's why I said that we should have activated this, because now we don't like, we still have an access to this, but it's in very, you know, a very weird way, and this callback has to stay in hand now. And we have our spell trap negate. So now on our opponent's turn, what we can do, okay, he's gonna set a card. So now we can do alert that we set. We can add back, you know, let's say the hydrant, and then we have our emergency, which we can use to like special summon. You can either go for second hydrant or turbulence or whatever. Now in this specific case, because I didn't activate rescue, I wanted to save it. I'm gonna special summon turbulence simply because they cannot walk over it. They cannot just threaten battle phase, you know, and force you to go into stuff you don't want to go. And this Terahertz doesn't have anything to send because I don't play the I don't play the aggregator. So there is actually like only 2 good sends with Terahertz, and that is the Savor, which is your spell trap negate, and sending diameter in cases where you don't have 2 Mathmech names. In cases where you make the Alan version with 2 airlifters, you have to send, like on your first turn, you have to send diameter with Terahertz, and then on your opponent's turn you can send the Saveworm. So like it's basically the only 2 sends you need. Here, of course, we have the our Lamplation negate as well. We have a monster negate, we have a pop, you know. So this is basically what this deck is trying to achieve. It's a very gimmicky deck. And now I'm gonna show you the actual deck list. Now that you've seen what this deck can actually do, we're gonna go and jump directly into the deck list, where I'm gonna explain card to card why we play and what's this deck about. Like, this is pile, but as you can see, like, this is like just good stuff. Like all hands that this deck can produce lead to either one engine or another. If you open like just circular and 4 useless cards, you still get to full Mathmech combo. If you open, for example, airlifter and nothing else, you still can get to your rescue stuff, potentially even Mathmech stuff. So that's one big thing like about this deck, is that you can pivot from only rescue ace cards into Mathmech engine, but you cannot get your rescue ace stuff from your Mathmech engine unless you can somehow like make Alan version, you know, with if you hard draw circular and then you make Alan version with 3 bodies, so you can search airlifter from your deck. Like that's the only way that you can actually bridge from Mathmech engine. But that's very hard, and that's why we play small worlds, we play minings, we play all of that. We play wanted. This is adjusted to the new ban list, so that's why we have 2 wanted, 2 witch. Otherwise, it was like just 1 witch and 3 wanted. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna start with Rescue Ace engine. We play 2 hydrants. We play triple airlifter, the most important card. We play 1 preventer. You can play 2. I prefer 1. Or this is fire attacker. Sorry. We play both of 1 of fire attacker and 1 of preventer. I like 1. You can play 2 if you really want. Double turbulence. Honestly, you can just bump this to 3 because hard drawing this usually is not a bad thing. From Rescue Engine, else we play Triple Emergency and the all sets of the Turbulence. And I play HQ. I'm still not sure about this card. This deck is still in developing. I played it in Joshua's Challenger Cup finals. And I got embarrassed by Labyrinth because I got baited. But I'm still not sure about HQ. It seems like a good thing to kind of recycle your resources, because this deck has a grind game, but not if you don't have access to your Rescue engine anymore. So I like this, but I still think that this can be another non-engine, or like maybe Third Trust, or like something like that. From Diabellstar package, we play Double Witch, Double Wanted, Banlist, new Banlist Precise, Triple Bonfire, 1 Original and 1 Poplar, which by itself can sometimes lead to full combo, depends on what you draw. As I said, you need only Witch and 1 Special Summon to get to your full combo. And like that's basically that's why we play the Diabellstar engine. Just very good. It doesn't conflict that much with other engines, and yeah, it can bait interruptions even, so it's not bad. From Mathmech engine, now this is a heavier Mathmech engine than you usually expect. We play 2 Sigma, 2 Addition, 2 Subtraction, 1 Multiplication, 1 Diameter, Triple Circular. We play Equation, Super Factorial, Signet Minings. Let's say that Small World is also, you know, package, you know, like in Mathmech package. The reason for this is, as I said, like you need those level 4 special summons. They lock you into Cybers from the extra deck, but you usually do not care. You usually do not care about that, so it's like basically whatever. Yeah, that's why you want to play this. So that's it from the engine. We have multiplication for Terra Heroes of Decay. I realize the deck is much better going second than it's supposed to be because of this, because you can bait your opponent into doing a lot of stupid things, like negating your rescue stuff, negating hydrants, of course, because they don't know you play circulars, and then after they like lose interruptions, you just go for circular, and you can always find your way into terahertz, because transcode is a link tree that you can make with rescue ace bodies. Even though you cannot use the effect, it's still link 3, and besides it you only need 2 Cybers monsters to be able to make terahertz. And that's gonna be it for the Mathmech, you know, Mathmech package here. We also play 2 Parallaxes. This is just a crazy extender, like crazy good extender. From non-engine, I'm gonna start with from the beginning, Kurikara. Kurikara is very good because you can find it with Small World. Like it's very good. It has very good bridges in this deck. Like you can find it with most stuff. You can bridge it off Mathmech names. You can bridge it off turbulences, airlifters. You can even bridge it off hydrants. So like Kurikara is very searchable in this deck. That's why I like it at 1. You can access it through like multiple cards. Trust can search Small World, which can then search Kurikara. That's also another thing why we play Trusts. And why I decided to go with like more board breakers. I could have dropped talents and dropped trusts, dropped duster and stuff like that, so I can like actually play the hand traps. But I think that like in 60, like even like either I have 3 or like 6 or 10 hand traps, it doesn't make much of a difference because nowadays it's not enough to draw only one. You need multiples, unless it's maxi exactly. That's why I decided to go for like this kind of board breaking approach. We could have played like evenly matched and dark ruler, but that anti-synergizes with our multiplication OTK, so that's why I decided to cut it. From hand traps, we play triple maxi, triple ash, but these cards are just like good. This is ash is good draw of heat soul. Maxi is also good draw of heat soul. Decent interruptions, like decent cards to stop your opponent from playing this ash. Obviously, the most powerful non-maxi hand trap, which is why it's there. Um, Also, we play Harpy's Feather Duster, we play Talents, we play Trusts, and we play Cold Bites from non-engine. You have to stop Maxi. Maxi is so good against this deck. Sometimes when you like don't open Rescue Ace plays, like Maxi can just completely shut you down. Which is why I prefer to have more outs to it, which is also another reason why Ash Blossom is here. And that's basically like gonna be it for the main deck. This is what I cooked. Um, you also have you also have like some room to experiment. You can cut HQ. You can like cut all these board breakers and pivot into hand traps. There is a lot of things to test. This deck and list are very new to me, and like I'm still here to experiment with the deck. But honestly, on ladder, like it got me Master 1, so you can basically you can play it. As I said, I played it in the finals of the Joshua Challenger Cup last weekend. So yeah, from the extra deck here, as you can see, like it's Mathmech extra deck with extra steps. We played like standard Mathmech cards, Alambrush and Lamplation, Linkuribo. Linkuribo is a good addition, as I said in the combo section, because you can use Hydrant to make Linkuribo and give yourself another Cyber's body. Linkuribo is here to transfer, to sometimes play around Imperm, and it can also like transform any of your Cyber's monsters into Link 1. Also, like that supports Parallax Seed. We have the Save Murm, Send of Terahertz, we have Link Decoder. This is all self-explanatory. IP, as I said, like depends on how the combo is never linear. So what I just showcased wasn't the strongest combo. It was like just from the hand we drew. But best endboard that you can get is Terahertz, IP, Preventer, another Rescue Ace name, and Set 5. Which basically leads to Spell Trap Negate, Flip or Book of Moon, contain End Extinguish, maybe Alert Steal, Super Factorial, like Send 3 plus Omni Negate. Then you can, if you don't have space zones to activate Super Factorial, you go IP Mascarena, make the Appaloosa, which is like 3 monster negates, and then on top of them slap another Omni Negate of Lamplation. Obviously, like that's why IP is here, and like that's the strongest board you can make. Transcord also doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but as I said, it helps with Terahertz OTKs because you don't need to use the effect. You can still summon the card using your Rescue Ace bodies, which is insane that you can actually put Rescue Ace bodies into a Cyber Slink. Because it fuels Access Code plays, it fuels Terahertz plays, it fuels like whatever you want. Heat Soul you usually don't wanna draw, but sometimes instead of ending on Terahertz, if you don't need to send third Mathmech name in, like you're not concerned about evenly matched and stuff like that, you can end on Terahertz on Heat Soul plus IP, and instead of one, draw 2 cards and then transform IP and Heat Soul into 2 Material Appaloosa, or you know, that's basically it. Like you can either end on, sometimes you have to debate to end on only terahertz or to end on hits or plus IP. It's all up to preference. If you, for example, know what your opponent is playing, like you can decide that way. Princess is another very interesting choice because, as I said, Mathmech monsters, when they activate their effects to special summon themselves, lock you into Cybers from the extra deck, which is why we have a lot of Cybers monsters, obviously, but Princess is a fiend, and Princess is here for specific situations when you don't go into your Mathmech engine. Well, when you don't go into your Mathmech engine, it becomes a lot harder to make interruptions. So like sometimes you can just make Princess, revive something, make Emblem Whale, and then maybe make IP Mascarena and pass and just play Rescue Ace. If you cannot pivot into your strategy, and there are no better cards to replace this. Otherwise, I would play them. I was thinking about some options in the extra deck. But for now, I find this to be the best. You know, Appaloosa is your IP payoff. Like you could play, for example, if you don't want to play Princess, you can play Unicorn to be another payoff. Obviously, when SP comes out, I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna cut for SP here. But that's it for now, and we have Access Squad, obviously removal. It can out some floodgates. It's basically, you know, it can basically clear the board. And it's Cybers, so obviously. And Terahertz, as I said, Endward Piece. This card is just crazy. It does so much for any like any Cybers deck. It's way too good to pass on. So that's it for the deck. I'm gonna repeat it once again. This deck is not ultra competitive. It's very good though, in my opinion. It's been serving me well, and like it's like, since it's something that's new, you know, it's performing very well for me personally, and for like my Twitch chat, people like tried it, you know, and they've seen what I could do. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. I know I'm not uploading on YouTube a lot, but as I said, that's because I'm focusing on my Twitch channel currently. And as I said, you can always find me there if you wanna see this deck in action or any other deck. We play everything. We play everything, like from like Purely to Tear Lament to Snake Eyes to Mathmech Pure to Rescue Ace Pure. Salamangreat, everything. I can play everything. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give me your opinions on the deck in the comments. Make sure to leave a subscribe on YouTube channel because that means a lot. I'm going to try to record more here. If you guys are interested in this like more serious dives into decks, into meta and stuff like that, let me know, because on stream we usually, you know, just you know, play competitive decks, but it's a lot you know, more chill environment. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you and goodbye. Oh 07.